in this video, I will be demonstrating the Dream Team's use case grade application. So this use case is done by the CoR member. So first, I will be demonstrating the user interface that the CoR member will use. So this is the front-end interface that the CoR member will see of all the applications. We'll see the names of the applicants on the side here, and once they click on an applicant name, then the application and the budget tabs will be presented here. And on the right side of the page, they'll see the merit of proposal and the contribution to student success drop-down menus. So here they will enter the grades that they want to give for this application. So I'll just go ahead and enter those in. And once these two drop-down menus have selections made, the system will automatically calculate the total assessment grade based on the two numbers and the grading formula, which is preset. And once this is done, they would click Submit Upgrade, and they'll get a confirmation message that the grade has been submitted successfully, and they would just click OK. So in the next part of this video, I'll be demonstrating the sequence diagram for the grade application use case and how it corresponds with the Java code that is presented on the website. So we can see here that the CoR member first accesses the application through the grade handler controller, and then the controller forwards this request to the application data access, and the application is then returned to the CoR member. And then once the CoR member sees the application, this entire process is repeated for all applications. So they would give the student contribution grade, and the parameter for that would be the student contribution grade, as we saw in the user interface. And the CoR member will then give the merit grade, and the parameter for this is, of course, the merit grade itself. So once the student contribution grade and the merit grade are entered, these two data inputs are used to calculate the assessment grade through the assessment grade entity. And then once that has been calculated, the final assessment grade is returned back to the user, and then from there they can submit the application. So in the Java code, if we go on ITEC project.wordpress.com, and if we go onto the Java code page, we can see that in the controller class, if we scroll all the way to the bottom here, we can see that it instantiates a new database, a new assessment grade, and a new application. And then this function here will return all applications that will be available to the user. So the code starts with the application database classes, which uses SQLite to connect to the database. And then once we get to the assessment entity class, we can see over here that it instantiates a new assessment formula function, which will be used to calculate the final grade using the merit grade and the student contribution grade. So we can see here it assigns an assessment ID. So the first function we see here is the give merit grade. It takes grade as an input parameter and assigns it to merit grade. And similarly, we have the function give student contribution grade, which takes the student contribution grade as the input parameter and assigns it to the student contribution grade. And then next we have the assessment formula, which is provided in a separate class. We see in this return assessment grade function that the formula is used with the input parameters of merit grade and student contribution grade, and then it uses that formula to return the assessment grade.